You know what the really weird thing is? Before I started filming this video, or before I started like putting on all this crazy outfit stuff, I was like really depressed, like super depressed. And then I started like putting on this outfit, and I put on the biking helmet, and I started like, putting on this furry stuff, and I became like kind of happy. And I was like, well, that's weird. So I think the moral of the story, 30 seconds in the video, is if you're feeling depressed, put on a freaking biking helmet and adorn your stuff with like some crazy stuff, you know, from Joanne's Fabric. So yeah, man. So I don't really like conflict with people because I'm very sensitive. So when somebody yells at me, or when somebody like has a problem with something that I do or something that I say, it really really bothers me. And usually in the moment I could handle it very well, because I've studied dialectical behavior therapy so much, on YouTube videos, obviously, because my insurance sucks, and my insurance doesn't cover DBT in real life. I'm not saying YouTube is fake life, but it kind of is, man. It'd be cool to like meet with a real therapist and like be in a group, like DBT group, setting. It'd be cool, man. But whatever else. And so in the moment, like when somebody's like yelling at me or like really pissed off at me, I can handle it really well in the moment because I like go into DBT and I respond instead of reacting. And of course, the person that was yelling at me was like a 60-year-old woman. I just have problems with women that are like in between the ages of like 50 and 65. I kind of feel like women, not all women, between like 50 and 65, or like 45 to like 70, like in that age bracket, a lot of those women are normal, and they're nice and they're happy and all that shit. But like I'm really scared of them, because it's just like any woman that's in that age bracket, because some of them, they'll fucking tear your heads off, man. Like they're like really like, some of them, I'm not saying all of them, but I'm saying like some of them are like really bitter and resentful, and like they'll just fucking destroy you, man. Like the woman that I had this issue with yesterday, like I wasn't doing anything necessarily wrong, and she just fucking ripped into me, and I was like, holy shit. Like, oh my fucking god, man. Like, and, like, I was like, oh fuck, man. And it's like, I don't know, man. And like, and me and my brother-in-law, we talk about that quite a bit. Like, we were like docking his boat a couple of weeks ago, and there was like a woman that was around like 55, 60 years old, standing at the dock, like waiting for us to like dock. And like we kind of had some issues with the boat, and it wasn't moving as quickly as we would have liked. And we were like, oh fuck, man, I'm terrified of that woman right now. Like she might rip us a new fucking asshole. And my brother-in-law was like, me too, man. Like me and my brother-in-law talk all the time about how like we're terrified of women from like age 45 to 70, because they don't give a fuck and they will fucking destroy you. And like pretty much all the bad run-ins that my brother-in-law and me have had with people, probably in the last like 15 years, have been with women between the ages of 45 and 70. I'm not even fucking kidding you. Like if a dude has an issue, like they got a fucking issue with you, and you fucking handle that shit, and you're like, why you gotta be a fucking asshole, dude? Done deal. But with a woman, like, you can't really say that to a woman. Like, I mean, like, it's different. And it's just like, fuck, man. So, yeah, the woman that fucking, like, ripped me apart yesterday, like, I was, I just took it, and I was just a good listener because I see her all the fucking time. She lives on my goddamn block. And now I'm, like, all fucking, like, kind of scared because I don't, like, want to pass by her house, and I'm fucking have anxiety as it is. And now she's just, and I never saw that side of her before. I thought she was, like, this just nice and kind person, but it turns out she's got, like, a mean side, and a mean side for pretty much fucking no reason. Yeah, I don't understand how people could just lash out at people like that, man. And I know that sounds crazy coming from, like, a, borderline personality disorder, bipolar person, to say that kind of thing. But I mean, when I fucking rip somebody apart, usually I have a just reason. Or usually it's just because I'm really bored and I'm fucking insane that day. It doesn't really have anything to do with their actions. It has something to do with, like, just the fucking fact that I just want to kill people. And I don't think a lot of people are like that. But so yeah, so anyways, so fucking, this person ripped into me, and I was fucked up for the rest of the day because of it. Because I have, like, that splitting problem of black and white thinking. And I was, ruminating thoughts about it for the rest of the day, and occasionally I would, step out of it and I would think about other things. But I would go back to it, and when I was going to bed, I was thinking about it. And this morning I woke up at like 3:08. I only got like 5 hours of sleep, maybe not even 5 hours of sleep. And, like, I woke up because I had a fucking really bad dream, and I had the dream because of fucking what happened with this woman. And I'm like, God fucking damn it. As soon as I opened up my eyes, I was thinking about her. And thinking about, like, the issue and how she yelled at me and all this other stuff. And I'm like, fucking God damn it. So I grabbed my notebook and I wrote about it. But that shit didn't work. It didn't solve the problem, man. And it was like, and I'm so fucking tired of being sleep deprived. And I'm so fucking tired of, like, if everything doesn't go perfectly in my life that day, I'm not fucking with you. If everything doesn't go perfectly that fucking day, like, I always wake up at like 2 or 3 in the fucking morning. Like, with all these fucking problems. And all this worry. And all this fucking thinking about, like, what fucking happened the day before that wasn't perfect. And, like, I can't get back to bed. So, like, if everything in my life doesn't go perfectly that day, I get 4 hours of sleep. I get 5 hours of sleep. Because I can't stop fucking thinking about what went wrong. It's that fucking OCD, black and white thinking. Like, the fucking splitting. And it's just like, it fucking ruins your goddamn life. And I fucking hate it. And now I gotta see this fucking woman, like, every day. Every fucking goddamn day. Because she's always walking the streets, and I'm always walking past her house to get to the bus stop. Because I don't drive a fucking car. And it's just like, I see her every fucking day. And our relationship is destroyed now. And I have severe anxiety, and I'm scared of people in the first place. Even without a cause, I'm fucking scared of people, and I have anxiety. And now this woman fucking doesn't like me. And I see her every fucking day. Sometimes twice a day. And now I'm like, fuck. God damn it, man. I fucking hate it, man. I absolutely fucking hate it. And you know what? 2 days ago, I was so fucking happy. I was, like, manic. Like, I was filming videos yesterday morning before that I fucking saw her. Like, the video I filmed yesterday morning about, like, running into the Star Wars guy. I filmed that like 45 minutes before I saw her. And like when I filmed that video yesterday about running into the Star Wars guy, like Oscar Isaacs, like I was fucking like I was in heaven. I was so euphorically happy. I was so fucking happy. I was like manic and shit. And I got like 7.5 hours of sleep that fucking night. And then all of a sudden, 45 minutes later, I'm walking down the fucking road. And she's like working in her fucking garden. And she's got like these 2 volunteers. Well, she's not working in her garden. She's like one of those overseer people that like enslaves fucking people to do her work for her. And she's fucking, she's fit enough to do her own fucking work, but she's like one of those fucking people that like, she would rather fucking sit inside in comfort and have other fucking people do it for her and like pay them like little to fucking no money whatsoever. Like as I was walking by, like I was like, shirtless, bare feet, just like fucking shorts on because like I'm a fucking Buddhist Taoist, I don't give a fuck. I was walking on lawns barefoot, no shirt, and looked like fucking Tarzan most days. And I run into these 2 young guys that are working in her garden. I've never seen these guys before. And, I go up and I introduce myself to them, and, like, we start talking. We're getting along really well. And she comes out and she's like, hey, blah, 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 blah. And she's like, but before she did that, like, I was walking up to the 2 guys that were working for her. I was like, oh, you guys are working for such and such lady? And they were like, yeah, more like her slave. So obviously, they felt that way about her. Fuck man. So, I don't know, man. But the moral of the story is, the shittiest fucking thing about fucking being borderline personality disorder, or bipolar, or even clinically depressed, is you have a fucking great Friday, and then your fucking Saturday is a goddamn fucking nightmare. And you can't do a goddamn thing. It feels like we can't even control our brains. We can't control our thinking. We can't control our emotions. We can't control our sleep. We can't control how we react to people because our brain is different than an average person's brain. I don't know if you've ever done fucking like MRI. Like if you go on YouTube, this is some fucking sick ass shit if you're like borderline personality disorder. If you go online, if you go on YouTube and you type up actually I should just fucking put it on this webpage. I should just put it on this fucking channel. Like if you fucking like look up like MRI scans of like a borderline personality disorder brain compared to like an average person's brain, and they show you how like the reasoning and the emotions that average people have aren't there, and they don't light up in the brain in an MRI. And it's just, and like the doctor tells you, like, well, they're just fucked. Sorry, you fucks. Shit ain't no life, man. Shit's fucking awful. I don't know, man. And and it's not even like from day to day. It's from like hour to hour, man. Like when I filmed the video yesterday at like 7:56 in the morning. I remember that shit because I got OCD with numbers. I can remember the exact time I filmed. 7:56, yeah, and like by 9:30 p.m. I was fucking super fucking depressed and super fucking worried and super fucking like had like anxiety about my life and what I was gonna do from now on. 2 hours, man. From euphorically happy manic to fucking like severely depressed and scared. 2 hours. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just overreacting, and that could happen to anybody, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a big pussy. Like, I think that, like, borderline personality disorder people got it worse than average people. Maybe I'm completely wrong. Maybe average people got fucking, like, you know, crazy ass mood swings every, like, 10 minutes. I'm just fucking with you. I know why life fucking sucks. For now. Gotta stay positive, yo. I'll probably film another video today, because I'm fucking tired of shit. Been depressed all day, man. Been on fucking dating websites and shit. You know, when I go on dating websites, I'm fucking depressed. Because, like, I feel like that there's, like, a void in my life that needs to be solved. If I'm not on a dating website, that means everything is hunky-dory in my fucking life. But if I'm on fucking, like 2 or 3 dating websites I'm on, you know I'm fucking depressed. And I'm, like, trying to fill a void in my life. Fucking life, man. I don't want people to control my happiness anymore. I don't want people to control my moods. I don't want to be scared of people, but I don't know, man. I don't fucking know, man. And I don't want those people to fuck me up so bad that I wake up at like 2:30 in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, like fucking thinking about it, like non-stop, like worried about it, like I kind of feel like I'm a slave to other people sometimes, and like I have to be perfect. I have to actually be fucking perfect. You know that shit I was telling you the other day about, like, being a superhuman? If you're, you know, borderline personality disorder, bipolar, you know, clinically depressed, you have to be a fucking superhuman. I think the reason for that is that if you are not perfect, like a fucking goddamn robot, your life fucking falls apart. Like, if you're not fucking perfect and you don't say the right shit, and if you're not, like, perfect in the way you treat people or whatever the fuck it is, you fucking lose everybody. Or some shit happens where you fucking, like, think about it and you're fucking constantly worried and you're fucking constantly like, oh my god, I said the wrong thing, oh my god, I said the wrong fucking thing. Anyways, man, I gotta go, man. Maybe I'll film another one. I hope you're having a good Saturday. Chi to the Zen, motherfuckers. Booyah! And if you get really fucking bored on this heinous fucking day, as you sit there doing fucking goddamn nothing, and you're watching my fucking videos, instead of buying a goddamn coffee this morning for $3, go on Amazon and buy a fucking cool ass ebook written by Joe Winterow. Just go on Amazon, type in like Joe Winterow ebook, and it should probably pop up. Because when I film these videos, a lot of times I'm happy when I film these videos. Well, except now, look at these eyes, I look fucking super fucking depressed. But like, I really like filming these videos. You know, I'm sorry, in the beginning I didn't. In the beginning it was like really fucking triggering and bad for me. But they're actually starting to help me now. Like, I actually enjoy them. And it's nice to see that, like, people are watching them now. And, you know, like, you know, I might be helping people heal. And, you know, that's cool. I like that. But the problem with these videos is that a lot of the times nowadays when I am filming these videos, I'm like wicked manic happy, right? Or I'm like fucking homicidal and shit, right? And that doesn't show the entire extent of somebody that's like borderline personality disorder, suicidal, bipolar, clinically depressed, schizophrenic, that kind of thing. Or has like abuse, trauma, or family issues. But the book that I wrote, the ebook, that shit was all written when I was like fucking suicidally depressed. A lot of it is about, you know, the history of me wanting to kill myself, being extremely suicidal, mental institutions, being in the homicidal state, family issues, abuse, trauma, that kind of shit. Relationships, how to, deal with relationships and shit like that. And, it's pretty much my life's work. Spent 3.5 years writing it. And it used to be 272 pages, and I cut it down to 54 because I only wanted to keep the really effective shit. Chapter 1 alone, man. Chapter 1 alone is, god damn it, man, that took me like months to write. Just one fucking chapter. Because I wanted to get the entire spectrum of being borderline and the issues that we face and everything that we go through in one chapter. It's the top 9 things that we go through. And I list them like number 1, this, number 2, this, number 3, this. So if you have somebody in your life, like a family, best friends, parents, people that don't understand you at all, you could just either have them buy the book or just fucking show them that first chapter about the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 reasons or things that we go through and that we feel, and they'll be like, oh man, wow, man, fuck, yeah, and they'll get you, they'll understand you, and maybe then you could start talking through things, because a lot of times it's just hard to talk because you don't want people to worry about you. And I'm not trying to sell my book because I really do not give a fuck about money. I think honestly, I'm on like SSI, and at the end of every month, I always have like $45, $55 left over, because I don't spend money. I live on rice and fucking bananas and shit, and I don't want money. I don't want money. Like Biggie Smalls, he was this famous rapper in the 90s. He once said that, like, more money, more problems. And I completely believe that. Like, you know how people have bucket lists, they want to go to Italy, they want to do all this shit. Like, I've already traveled the world. I have absolutely no desire left in me. Like, it was funny, like, one of the last years I was teaching, one of my buddies was just like, he's like, yo, man, you want to go to Egypt? I was like, nah, man, no, not really. And he's like, you want to go to this country? And I was like, no, not really. He's like, don't you want to travel anymore? And I'm like, no. I'm like, I'm done, man. Like, I've seen all the things that I've wanted to see. Been to like 21 countries, man. Like, there's no need anymore. It's just, if I decide to keep traveling and doing shit, it would all just be fucking this disease, like this toxic fucking disease. So I don't want money. I don't like money. I was gonna give away the ebook for free on Amazon, but Amazon wasn't having that shit. They wanted the book to be, you can't sell a book long term on Amazon for free. They won't lie to you because Amazon really loves money, and they're not going to let you sell a book long term for free. And I figured if I put it at the price of $1, nobody would buy it because they would think the book sucked. Because ain't nobody gonna buy $1 book. They'd be like, oh, this book's $1. That means it's a piece of shit book. I ain't fucking buying that book. The book probably sucks dick. So I talked to my sister and my nephew about it when we were like pricing it, because we were, putting it on Amazon together. And, keep in mind, this took me 3.5 years to fucking write, man. And I was like, okay, well, if we put it at $1, nobody's gonna take the book seriously. They're gonna be like, yo, this fucking ebook probably sucks dick. And Amazon won't let us put it on for free, which is what I originally wanted to do, just to help the mental ill community. And I really do not give a fuck about money. That insurance, the shitty insurance, I don't give a fuck about the shit. Like, it'd be nice to be with a therapist and DBT and shit, but I don't need that shit. Like, I don't desire things. Like, I just fucking learn all that shit on YouTube. If anything, if I sat in front of a fucking psychiatrist for DBT, I'd be like, yeah, I already know all this shit. Fucking watch it religiously on YouTube. YouTube is like the best psychologist in the world, by the way. But yeah, so I was sitting with my sister and my nephew. They were like, well, fucking, well, you know, we can't put it at $1. You know, like, fucking, why don't we just put it at the price of like a Starbucks coffee? Like a venti Starbucks coffee. Or a fucking like large Dunkin' Donuts coffee. You know, which is like $3. Like, so if they could afford a Dunkin' Donuts coffee, they could afford like a 54, well, it's an 84-page ebook, so it was 54 pages on Word document, but 84 pages like on ebook. You know, if they could afford buying a coffee, you know, like, they could afford buying like an ebook that will like help their life and help their family life and help their, you know, life in general. But just to let you know, I was going to write this on the first page of the book, but I didn't. I discussed it with my sister because the book could seriously make you suicidal. In fact, the only person that I know that bought the book, because the book is, it's a very big trigger, because it talks about like really dark suicidal times, like really bad, heinous shit, and like I can't even read that fucking book anymore, because every time I read the book I get fucking super like suicidal. And in fact, my sister told me that I had to stop editing it, because it was fucking me up real bad. So the only person that I know that bought the book, that told me that they did buy the book, I was talking to them on the comments in these videos, like back and forth, like for like 4 or 5 days straight, like every day, and they'd be like long comments back and forth to each other. And then they bought the book, and that was 6 days ago, and I haven't heard from that person since. So I'm like, like, I hope my book didn't like make him kill himself, or like end up in a mental institution or something. which could be a possibility. So if you do read my book, like, don't fucking kill yourself, and like, just or let yourself at least finish the fucking book, because the book, it goes into a lot of suicidal chapters and a lot of homicidal chapters. But it ends feeling good. It ends feeling positive. Okay, I'm over it. But anyways, probably one of the reasons why I'm crying is because I'm extremely sleep deprived. But yeah, no, I thought about that last night, about the kid, like, either killing himself, or, you know, because, like, you know, mentalist or whatever. So anyways, okay, so yeah, so if you do buy my book on eBay, don't kill yourself. Or don't kill other people either, if you're homicidal, because that book is extremely homicidal. Anyways, it's a good book. Joe Benaro, ebook, Amazon.com. .com. And it's called, what is the name of the book is, God, I don't even know. I haven't looked on Amazon in forever. Uh, I'm starting to feel the darkness of suicidal depression again. That's the name of the book. Anyways, yeah, guys, have a great day and enjoy your Saturday. I'll probably be back because there's nothing else to do today. And I'm extremely sleep deprived, so I'm probably not going to go outside, and I'm kind of having anxiety about walking down my road because of that woman. But anyways, and I'm sorry I was promoting my book. I don't really want to be that guy, but it'll help you a lot more than these videos. Now that like 19 people are watching the videos, 15, 29, 10, 7 people are watching the videos now. The book's gonna help you. The videos might not. The videos are just me riffing and being a goofball most of the time. The book is actually what's gonna help your life. These videos, they're just entertainment, I guess. And sometimes they can be helpful, I guess, if the topic is right. Alright, guys, have a great day. Enjoy your Saturday. Vikings rule. So does Mickey Mouse.